Hello, hello, hello. I am in the midst of meal prep. Clarence has already completed most of his meal prep. But before I get started, do y'all see my new apron? Do y'all see it? Listen, I love my friends, okay? My friends are absolutely amazing. And one of my dear friends had this apron made for me, a risk living with Rita prior. Risk living with Rita prior. Shout out to one of the best friends ever in the world. Love her to life. It's going to be amazing. I haven't done hardly anything yet to prep, but write down what I'm making. And today I am prepping items for various types of fasting. So everyone that I'm prepping for today is doing a different fast, including myself. And so what is happening today, everything is healthy. It has various aspects of fasting, different things. So one of the things that I'm doing today, for instance, is going to be a tomato soup. It's like a keto tomato soup. Then I'm going to do a healthy broccoli soup. And then I'm going to try to make some broth, just some creamy broth. Because part of my fast for this week is liquids. So the way that I do and I've done various types of liquid fasts. This time, what I'm doing is based on soups, broths, some yogurts, and protein shakes. But I will not be chewing anything until next Sunday. So that's basically what I have going on. Everything else is just more on the healthy side for people in their various types of fasting. So really excited about meal prep, but I think it's going to be a long one. I don't want it to be a long one, but I think it's going to be a long one. But I'm going to start off with getting my vegetables cooking. And so I'm going to start off with my potatoes and green beans is where I'm going to start. So I'm trying to look around and see. I have such a mess today, such a mess, so many things going on. But I'm really excited because I like doing stuff that push me out of my norm. And so today is one of those days where I'm being pushed out of the norm of what I have going on. So right now I'm going to get the green beans going and the potatoes. So that's first. So for both of those, I am going to use some chicken broth for those. And for me, using chicken broth in place of water is just getting you a little bit more flavor into things. So for even my potatoes, I'm going to do half chicken broth, half water with them. And so that's going to be a little different than what I usually do. And then I need one other pot, and I don't know where my other pots are. I'm always missing one. It's like one size that I am missing that I need, and I don't know. It's probably in the other pantry, and I don't want to go get it. So I'm going to just go ahead and get the potatoes going because they're the ones who take the longest. So I'm going to get my potatoes cooking. I have a bowl of hot water over here that I'm rinsing my hands in. But I'm going to go ahead and get my potatoes cooking, and then I'll move on to other stuff. I need to get my buffalo bites prepared as well. So the buffalo bites, I want them to be a little bit crispy. So I'm going to toss them in a kind of like a coconut flour with some flaxseed to give it a little crisp is what I'm doing with those. So I'm going to get that done as well. So I like to get started by doing the things that take the longest. I like to get those going first. So the buffalo bites have a few components to it. So I'm going to start with getting them. And then to cook them, I'm actually going to cook them in the air fryer, which is right here. So I'm going to get that started first. So really excited. Got lots of stuff going on today. And let me see what else I need to do. Yeah. So let me get the buffalo bites going. So I already have my chicken over here. I'm going to show you in a minute, but let me just get some stuff. way so that I can get things prepared. So I hope everyone has had a magnificent Sunday. I had an amazing one, and so I hope you guys did as well. It has been a very good day. It really has. It's been a really good day. And so, you know, for me, I love Sundays. Sundays are always amazing to me. So I hope your day has been the same. So the first thing I want to do is I have some flaxseed that I'm using, and I'm actually going to I'm using my island today because it rolls. So I have some flaxseed that I'm going to put in a pan. And then this is a closed thing of coconut flour. I have some already opened, so I don't want to open one. And then I'm going to put some coconut flour in there as well. And then I'm going to put some paprika. That just really more so helps with the color. So I'm going to get some paprika in there. And because it is buffalo, I'm going to put a little bit of red pepper flakes in there. But again, for those of you who just joined, you missed my shout out earlier when because I'm so excited about my apron that I have. It's so amazing. So very excited about it. This is some onion powder, and then I have some garlic powder that I'm adding. So this is just what I'm going to put I can't even talk today. What I'm going to put the chicken bites in when I get ready to make those. But I like to have that. I like to have this part prepared first. So I'm just going to mix this up, and we have this ready. So let me see. I'm doing two meals of chicken bites. This is too much for what I need, but I'm going to leave that there. And there's some wet components that go in this as well. And so, but I'm going to leave that right here. So I'm going to do a chicken breast. And I already have these sitting over here. So this I actually need a bigger chicken breast for this one. Oh, they're smaller. Okay, I thought they were little. Okay, but I may do 2 chicken breasts for this. So because these are going to be chicken bites, I'm going to try to make these smaller. And so when I make these, I cut them in half, and then I cut them like almost in tenderloins or strips. And so that just makes it easier for me to cut them in the little bite-sized pieces. And so I'm going to get these cut in the little bite-sized pieces. And I had this already sitting over here, you know, waiting on me. And so I'm going to, well, I think 1 will actually be enough. I was thinking 2, but I think 1's going to be enough. So get this all cut up. And again, these are going in the air fryer, and it will allow to have that crispiness without the oil and without, you know, deep frying and stuff. So if you're looking for a way to get in some, you still want the bite and the crunch for stuff, this is a way to do it, because you can make stuff without the oil and stuff. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I like to, on the hot sauce, sometimes it get a little crusty around of hot sauce. Y'all ever seen that? But I'm going to actually put just a little bit of hot sauce. Oh, that's all I got. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot sauce. I got another bottle in here. And then, hold on, I have to wash my hands before I touch the other stuff. So I have a bowl over here already prepared with sanitizer and everything in it, just for this. But I'm going to put a little garlic, just a little bit for this one because I have garlic in the other one. So I put just a little bit of garlic because I want to season the chicken as well. I don't want just the flavor in the crust. I want it in the chicken as well. So I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. So I got salt, pepper, got some garlic in there. So I have, what did I drop? Oh, my garlic. So I have that, and so I'm just gonna mix this up. Mix it up really good, and then I am going to put it over in the, actually I'm just gonna pour the mixture in here. So I have this mixture that I made up already. And so the mixture has some coconut flour, flaxseed, some red pepper flakes, garlic powder, onion powder. It's all in here. So I'm gonna put that in here, then I'm gonna mix this up really good. And so I do a little at a time so I can make sure that everything has a coating on it. And then I'm gonna put this in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. Yeah, got a really good coating on it. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. And so with flaxseed is a natural seed that's really, really good. I am, like this week, I'm gonna use it in my green smoothies that I'm making. It's a good source of fiber. It's really, really good. So flaxseed is one of those things that I like to use when I'm doing my air fryer. So I am going to get my spray oil. Okay, so let me get my spray oil. I have to clean my hands a little bit here. And so I'm going to get the spray oil. I think I may have touched this too, so let me make sure I clean this off as well. So with the spray, I'm going to spray the air fryer. So I sprayed the inside of the air fryer, and then I am going to put the chicken in there, just a dump in there. So rinse that out, and then I have some dishwater over here. And so I am going to take my spoon, I'm just going to spread it out and try to get like a single layer, because it does better when it's on a single layer in the air fryer. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about as soon as I get it all right here. So in the air fryer, it looks like that in the air fryer. Then I take some oil again and I kind of spray it, and that just helps it crisp up a little bit. So I'm going to put this in the air fryer and keep this turned on. And so I'm going to get my air fryer turned on. I'm going to put it on 15 minutes. So that's going good there. Drop my top. There we go. So buffalo bites are in. So the next one that I'm going to do, see what this says? It says Risk Living with Rita Pryor. It doesn't have Jaheim on it. It doesn't have Jaheim. It doesn't have Jaden. It doesn't have any of your names on here. There's nothing in the back. There's nothing. There's nothing at all. What's your name?
She says on it. I'm on her. So there's
no. It means get out. It means get out is what that means. It means get out. That's what that means. So next I'm going to do my turkey meatballs. And so with the turkey meatballs, it is going to be, I'm going to use some of the mixture that I made for the other ones, for the coating of that in the meatballs. And then I still have some of my tomato sauce left from last week that I made for those. So I'm going to get that ready. And this one is actually going in the Instant Pot and not the Instant Pot, not air fryer. So get this going. And so with the when you're dealing with turkey, turkey's different from what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened. I don't know. He had a moment. So turkey's different from beef. It's very lean, so you have to add more seasoning when you're doing turkey. So I season it very liberally. And the one that I use the most with this is Italian seasoning.
Cooking with Jaden Pryor.
There is no cooking with Jaden Pryor because Jaden Pryor does not cook.
Yeah, I cooked yesterday.
What you cook yesterday?
Breakfast.
What you cook?
Okay, I could cook. I was on an off day yesterday, so I didn't cook that much. I cooked eggs and sausage. I was on an off day, but I cooked them together.
You cook,
any other day I make breakfast. It's a lot of other stuff. So.
No, it's not. It's not a lot of other stuff. That's not
It
it.
is. Sometimes it is.
What do you cook that's a lot of other stuff?
I cook.
I don't know what your other stuff is. I don't know what this life is you're talking about.
I don't know. You're not here.
But anyway, so I have all the seasonings on here. I cannot with you today. I cannot. And I'm gonna mix this up. And then with mixing this, I am going to add some of the tomato sauce that I made last week. I'm gonna add some of this actually in here. And so this helps it with some additional flavor. And it's not a lot of it, but just a little bit. Because the rest of it's going actually in the Instant Pot with it. And then I'm gonna use the flaxseed mixture as a binder. Because for this one, this is a more healthy one that does not include, let me see, there's no processed foods with this, no carbs, stuff like that. So no dairy. So that's why I'm not using an egg. I will use an egg or cheese as binder, but I'm not doing that with this one because this particular person's fast is a little bit different. So, there's so many different people do different fasts. What's that?
Is it Mark? Is it Mark?
No, it's not your fast. I mean, this is part of your fast. They're eating like you're eating.
Nobody eats like I eat.
Oh, Lord. That is true. That is so true. No one eats like you eat. That is a very true statement.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So I have this together here, and I'm going to get my Instant Pot out and get this going. So let me get my Instant Pot ready. Let me wash my hands first. And then I'll get the Instant Pot going there. And so then, and again, these are quick and easy things that we use when cooking. And I wanted to try to show some of the stuff that we use on a daily basis, right? The stuff people don't see on the video. Try to use some of the stuff that we use on a daily basis. So this is going to actually go in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to get the Instant Pot out. And so this one is the, hold on, my little. So this Instant Pot here is I think it's my smallest one. So it's good for small things like this. So I am going to, first I'm going to go ahead and put the sauce in there. Put that in there. And then I'm just going to make balls out of the turkey mixture that I have. So you saw how I put that together. Really healthy. You don't have to always use egg and flour and stuff for fillers. You can do other stuff for a filler. So this is just a good way to do some of that. So these are really good. This is something that even though I'm making this one because of a particular fast that someone's doing, it's still something that I would eat when I'm not fasting. It's just really good, and it's good flavor. And the Instant Pot really seals in the flavor as well. So it's pretty cool. So once I get these done, I'm going to, let me see, move on to the chicken fried rice. That would be the next one that I make, is chicken fried rice. So that one I actually am going to use some rice. I'm using brown rice, and then I'm going to cut it with some cauliflower rice, so it's not as carby. So those are the things that we do when you're trying to like watch your carbs. You don't have to go completely carb free, because truly there is no way, unless you're carnivore, and carnivore means you just eat meat. Unless you're carnivore, you're going to eat some carbs. So for me, my carbs come from my vegetables. So I really don't even care about the carbs that I have, because the carbs that I eat are from broccoli or Brussels sprouts or cauliflower, stuff like that. So those do have carbs in them, and they're healthy carbs. So, carbs are a part of your life. So when people say you don't need carbs to live, let me tell you, you go without eating some vegetables for a while, or, not having some fiber, and your body will tell you, give me something, because that what helps your digestive system get its life together. And it is not good when you have not had any fiber, and carbs give you that really healthy fiber. So I'm gonna get these turkey meatballs together, and when they cook in this sauce, that sauce just really gets in there. It is so good. And so I am. Oh yeah, someone asked me, is it hard to meal prep stuff that I don't eat personally? It's not. It's sometimes a little easier because I'm not like trying to taste it and stuff. So for me, it's not an issue at all. So like right now, I'm not eating meat, so I'm not gonna taste this, and that's perfectly fine. I will survive. I will live. It is okay. It is really okay. So I'll make room for that last one. Then I'm moving my stuff over here for the wash. And so I'm going to get some hands clean. And I am so serious about cleanliness. So I got like multiple things going on over here to get clean. So once I get my hands clean, I am going to, let me rinse this off before I put it in my dishwater. Okay. So I am going to put my top on the Instant Pot, push it to seal, and then I'm going to take it over here and let it do its thing. And so it's going to be 10 minutes. So 10 minutes on that. So that's done. So now I have buffalo bites in there, and I have turkey meatballs in the other one. So we're good with that. Now I'm going to do the chicken fried rice. So I'm going to put this aside as well, because I'm going to use this later to put my broth or soup in. So I'm going to rinse that out, use that later. Let me make sure I don't have any other need for, well, I'm going to keep this mixture here because I may need it to thicken up my broth. So I'm going to keep this. I'm just going to put this over here to the side. So now, oh, I need my board back to cut up my chicken. I forgot about that. So let me get this going. And so I'm going to cut up my chicken for my chicken fried rice. Chicken fried rice is one of my faves. It's one of my faves. It's so easy. It's one of those things that's just really easy. And actually, before I do that, let me stop, because I'm saying chicken fried rice and I don't have my rice cooking. So I need to get my rice going while I'm still sitting here talking about it. It needs to actually be cooking. And actually, I had this one out for that reason. So let me get So let's get my rice going first because that takes a little bit of time. So let me see, how many rice do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna say like four things of brown rice. So for 4 things of brown rice, you basically make 2 cups. 2 cups of dry rice make 4 cups of regular rice. So I'm going to put 2 cups of brown rice in here. And make sure I got this right. So I got 1. I'm looking at my list that I'm making, so I'm not totally crazy. I'm looking at my list. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. So I'm going to just go ahead and do enough for 6. And then, so that was 3. And then I'm going to do 3 cups of water. And then my last one, I'm actually going to do some chicken broth. Let's see which one I got open. Here it is. And I'm going to do 1 cup of chicken broth because, again, that's adding in some extra flavor there. Mix all that up. So that's going to go in there. So time start. Okay, so now let me get my chicken going. So chicken fried rice is really just trying to get the flavors of what you're used to. And so I use amino acids, will give you like a soy sauce, and then I do use a little bit of soy sauce. Another trick for getting that flavor is, what am I trying to say? Is sesame oil. Sesame oil will get you that Chinese food flavor that you look for. That's what will do it. So I use a little bit of sesame oil as well. So I'm getting this done. And so I think I only have 1 chicken fried rice. I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit more because sometimes Shaheem will eat it. Sometimes. Just depends on what his life is doing in there. So this one was thicker than the other one. So I'm going to slice this one in half. And slice that one in half. Then go from there. So my potatoes are cooking on the stove. Now that was the air fryer with the chicken bites. So I'm going to check those in just a moment because I got to clean my hands and stuff. So I'm going to check those in just a moment. See how those did. But the cool thing is you see how fast that was to get done. So that's why I love the air fryer, because if I want to eat now, I could be eating right now. So I could have put that in the air fryer, then put me some steamed broccoli in the microwave, and I could have had a whole meal in that amount of time. So I got this right here. We're good. Okay, so that's good. I'm cleaning my hands so I can check my chicken bites. Check it, clean my hands. So let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that, y'all. Look at that. See those? That is absolutely wonderful. They look so good. So I'm gonna leave these right here for a minute because I'm not ready to do anything with those. So that's what that looks like. Now, I am going to prepare to make my my chicken fried rice. So I'm gonna see if my cord is long enough. Oh, I don't think it is. I'm gonna see if I can find an extension cord because this is pretty fun to do right here. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I have an extension cord. gonna work. Let me see if this is gonna work. Yes, it will. Okay. So I'm going to use my electric skillet because this is something that we have actually traveled and done. If we're traveling somewhere and we want to cook our own food, we will take this electric skillet with us. Yes, we will. It does so well for whatever you're cooking. So I'll turn that on. And so my my rice is cooking up there. Checking on my potatoes. So keep those over there. So I'm gonna start off for the chicken fried rice. I'm gonna start off with some onion. And I'm not doing a lot. Start off doing some onion with some cauliflower rice. I'll put more of that. So I got some cauliflower rice. And then some broccoli. So this is some chicken fried rice. And I'm putting some, too much broccoli. I'm gonna use that later. Can't be using all my broccoli over here. Okay. And some peas and carrots. Not using a lot of those, but just enough. So that's what I got for the chicken fried rice. Now I need to put some of this up because I don't want to waste this. So this one with the peas and carrots, I know I'm not using any more of this today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one, put it in a freezer bag and then put it in the freezer for the next time. I need something with peas and carrots. So again, this is just some chicken fried rice. Put that up. And then I'm going to, now the reason I like to cook it in this is because it has a wider base. So I'm going to let that start cooking there. So this is again for my chicken fried rice. Let all that get cooking. Then I want to go ahead and start on my tomato soup while I'm doing this. So I'm going to actually do the tomato soup in a skillet that's over here in the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm going to start off, it calls for water, so I'm going to put some chicken stock in that. And then I have another chicken broth. Put some of that in there. And then I am going to, let me see, got my onions before. I left the onions out for a reason, yes. So then I got some onion, some garlic. Onion in there. And y'all know I love me some garlic. Love, love, love. Love some garlic here. So put some garlic in there. My garlic spoon for the day. And so I'm still working on the still working on chicken fried rice. So getting that going here. And I just heard the microwave stop. It has rice. So I am going to, I think this is my half a cup, or is it a quarter cup? Half a cup. So I'm going to put a half a cup of rice in there. I need to find a place to put stuff. Okay, here we go. So I want all of this to start sauteing together. And then I'm going to add some flavor to it, but I like this to just kind of cook and get its life together in there. Okay, so I have the cup. I got onions, I got garlic. This calls for some butter, and then some basil and stuff. So I'm going to start cooking this one back there, and you see what I'm putting in it. And then I need my whole tomatoes. That's here. So I'm going to get my whole tomatoes and to put in there. And then it also calls for some other stuff, but I just want to get this to start developing flavors first. So right now I'm just trying to get it for its flavors. So this is just some keto tomato soup. Is what this is. And so get the peeled tomatoes. This is what that is. They're all going in there. So I'm going to let that be cooking over there. And I'm mixing up this fried rice. And so I like this to get completely cooked, almost to like caramelize. And so my Instant Pot has been pressurizing all this time. So now my Instant Pot is ready to start actually cooking. It's been pressurizing over there. And so letting that do that. So I'm going to get my sesame oil, my amino acids, and my olive oil from over here from a cabinet. If I can find my sesame oil. Oh, there it is. So these are the flavors of chicken fried rice. It's some sesame oil, some amino acids, and a little soy sauce. So that's what I'm looking for with this. And I like this. I like making it myself because you don't get all the sodium and stuff with it. So now that that's pretty well cooking there, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken to it. The chicken cooks really, really fast. Let's see what else I got to do. So my next thing is I'm making chicken fajitas. I'm going to go ahead and make them in this pot too, in the electric skillet as well. So I need this. I'll leave that here because I got to use it. So I'm going to season the chicken with just some salt and pepper because that soy sauce and stuff is going to give it some flavor. So I don't need to do much to it. So while it's cooking, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce just in there, just while it's cooking. And so again, this is just some really, really good chicken fried rice. It cooks really fast, really extra healthy, really, really good stuff. So I got my tomatoes stewing, cooking over here in the back. Over here. And I got some whole tomatoes mixed in with some garlic. What is that? Some garlic, onion, butter. And I need to add, which is a very interesting ingredient. It calls for apple cider vinegar. I have no idea why it calls for apple cider vinegar. But I'm going to go ahead and add it because that's what the recipe calls for. But I have no idea why it's asking for that. And then it also calls for some pesto and some basil leaves. So get all that in there. So I'm getting this chicken cooked here. And then again, this is just chicken fried rice. And I cut the rice and did half rice, half cauliflower rice. To kind of help with the carb numbers on that. So I'm going to start mixing all of this up together. Letting that chicken continue to cook with that. So you want to get it all mixed in there. And so It's a really, really easy dish. So now I'm going to add, it does not take a lot of sesame oil, okay? When I tell y'all it does not take a lot of sesame oil. And then the amino acids, add that in there. And then put these up. And then I add just a little bit of grapeseed oil to help with the just with the overall frying of it. And then you just mix all that up, and it's gonna cook until that chicken is done. And that's it. So that is chicken fried rice. Really easy, really, really good. I mean, it really is good. I really, really like eating this. It's one of my my favorites, because sometimes I just crave and trying to eat food. And they have all kind of seasonings. Sometimes you know, if you want to do it the whole way, you can make even sweet and sour sauce. You can make all that stuff yourself. I usually will just buy it most of the time because I use so little of it that it's not really big as far as calories or carbs or whatever. So I'm just going to let that sit here for just a little bit and fry. So that's what it's called, right? Chicken fried rice. So I'm going to let that, I got a single layer. I'm going to let that sit there for just a bit. And then I'm going to get my containers out. Brand new containers. Okay. Get my containers out. And so when this is ready, I'm going to fill my containers up. And what I like about this is you get everything in one. You get your protein, your healthy carbs, and your healthy fat all in one. Yep, it's doing its due. It's doing its due. So that is chicken fried rice. Now, if I was making this just for me to eat by myself, it would be all cauliflower rice. If I was doing it just for me. So I'm going to rinse this. All right, so that is basically one serving there. And then I'm going to have another one here. And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to clean this as well, because I'm getting ready to transition to my chicken fajitas. Now I'll show you how easy this is to clean. So you just saw me. I'll turn it off. Turn off my little skillet here. So this is the chicken fried rice. I have 2 servings of that. And I'm going to put this on the side over here so it'll be cooling. And I'm going to clean my skillet to prepare for the chicken fajitas. And this is all it takes to clean this. It's just a wipe down. And so I'm going to actually just wipe it right onto my cookie sheet here. And so that's going to cool down for just a little bit until I'm ready to use it again. And so I'm going to, let me move this stuff. I have an extra container right here. And I'm going to move stuff out my way so I can get my chicken fajitas ready. So for chicken fajitas, again, that's something that I really like to make. It's a really, healthy option. You kind of like build almost a bowl for it. Because with the chicken fajitas, it's really about, You're not having a good hair day.
No, but I need a spoon.
Okay, but anyway, Clarence is cracking me up over here. So for chicken fajitas, I'm not gonna do them in chunks like I sometimes do because they are more fajitas. So I'm gonna do them in kind of strips with these. So gonna get these together. Hold on. Oh, Lord, I keep sneezing. Who got some money? Where, how we get money?
Look at these bags over here. Oh, boy.
Oh, please. There go them trash bags you asked me to get.
Okay. Let's look at these bags.
Oh, yeah. Much bags. Okay, so I'm cutting these in strips. And, so that's my Instant Pot that's saying that it's done with the turkey meatballs. So I'm going to let it naturally let the steam out for a little bit, and then I'll release it. And so it's going to just keep it warm because I have it on there to keep warm, so it's not going to turn off. It's just going to keep it warm for me. So that's the other thing that I like about the Instant Pots is that it kind of turns into a little warmer until you're ready to use it again. So that's the cool stuff with it. So I'm going to get these chicken breasts sliced up. Let me see. That's enough for 3. I think so. I got 1, 2, 3 more chicken breasts. Do I have anything else to cook? Got the chicken fried rice, the buffalo chicken bites, and the chicken fajitas. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm gonna turn my skillet back on, my little electric skillet right here. I'm gonna get this back on and get my olive oil. And then we get ready to cook these, strips. Hey Mario, y'all, Mario's here. Mario's here. I get really excited when Mario's here. Hi Mario. I get so excited. He's one of my favorite humans. So I'm gonna get these in there. But before I do that, I almost forgot. I got to get some seasoning on it. So fajitas is cumin, garlic, salt, pepper. That is the gist. With a little bit of chili powder. So I'm gonna get that mixed on in there, and some salt and pepper. That is really the gist of the of that. So get that. Let me get a glove. And so look, I don't got tired of washing my hands. That's what happened. I get tired of washing my hands. Now I'm gonna get a glove. So I'm gonna mix up all that seasoning and make sure that all of the chicken got the various seasonings on them. Looks like they do. And so then I'm going to put those in the skillet here. Get those going in the skillet. I'm really not sure if that's enough. 1, 2, 3. I think it's enough. I should have waited is what I should have done. I should have just waited. Would you ever ever mind to give some grocery shopping tips as well? Yes, yes. So grocery shopping tips. Here's the biggest thing. This is my biggest thing with grocery shopping that I like to tell everybody is use like pickup or delivery services for grocery shopping, because what that does is you're not in the grocery store making you see something new or you're like, oh, I can make that. Like I very rarely go in the grocery store. If I'm in the grocery store, I'm getting something for church or something like that, but I'm just not going to be in the grocery store. And then the second thing that I will say is make a list. So this is how we do it in my house. Every Wednesday, we start to create our grocery list. So what happens is on Wednesday, we started looking and see what do we want to eat? What do we want to eat? And what happened to my coupon? Okay, what do we want to eat next week? So like this Wednesday, I started planning for this week. So last Wednesday, this past Wednesday, that just went away. I started planning for next week on Wednesday for this week. So on Wednesday, I am checking to see what is I want to eat. So I check online. I look for recipes, easy recipes, stuff like that. And then I write it all down or put it in the app or whatever. I put all of that in the app. And then I start to see what is it I want to cook. And so I will write it all down. And so then, let's say like for this chicken fajita. So today I'm making chicken fajitas, chicken buffalo bites, and chicken fried rice. So I'm doing 3 orders of chicken, or 3 meals of chicken fajitas, 2 buffalo bites, and and I did 2 fried rice. So I know that that's going to be about 5 ounces of chicken breast total, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 chicken breast meals. So when I go grocery shopping, I'm trying to get 30 ounces of chicken breast. That's what I'm shooting for, 30 ounces of chicken breast. So I know that a pound is 16 ounces. So the easiest thing for me to do is to go to 32 ounces and look for 2 pounds of chicken breast. So that way I don't have extra food that I'm not going to use. So like right now, they had chicken breast on sale this past week. So I did get some extra chicken breast, and I'm getting ready to freeze this for next week. But I very rarely keep food to freeze like that. That's just not something that I do. I don't keep it to freeze it because I will forget about it and all kind of stuff. So that's not something that I try to make a habit of doing. So I'm always trying to get the exact portion sizes of what I need to cook. So when I put it in the app or I go grocery shopping, I go and look at all the packages, and I get the package closest to how much I need. So that way I won't have a lot of leftover stuff. I don't want to do that. So that's the biggest thing. And so even with green beans, so I know, let's say that I'm going to have out of 10 meals in a week, let's say 3 of those meals I am going to have green beans. So I know that I eat about a half a cup to a cup of green beans. So if I have 3 of those, I'm going to try to get at least 3 cups of green beans, which is 16 ounces. So that's like 2 cans of green beans for me. So that's the thinking that goes into place when it comes to meal prepping. Is trying to get as close as possible when you're doing stuff. Now I'm not a person that does coupons and stuff, and not because I don't believe in it, but I don't have time to like look for coupons and go get stuff. I don't do that. So but it does help me sometimes, like if I happen to see a sale or whatever, I will do that kind of stuff. The stuff that I do try to stock up on are like the canned, like canned green beans and corn and black canned corn and stuff like that. I do try to stock up on those. So if I do see a sale, I do not mind getting those. Now, these are some black beans. And one of the things that I do is I rinse them off. I get all of that stuff off of them that's in the pan. So I don't want any of that part of my black beans. So I'm gonna sit that over here. I got a little thing under that so it could be draining. So yeah, so that's like the main thing is you want to get as close as possible to what you're actually going to eat, not buying anything extra, because so many times with the way our schedules are, we will forget what's in the freezer. In the grocery store, when I'm shopping, if I happen to go in the grocery store, if you're a person who likes to just go in, some people really like grocery shopping. What we do is we try to stay outside of the aisles. So what that means is we go over to the produce section. It's up against the wall. The produce is over there, the dairy's over there. As you go around the store along the walls, you'll see that the proteins, the meats are over there. Those are the things that we are trying to get, or those type stuff. And so that's the kind of stuff that makes it's a healthier way of looking at it, because the way that we look at it is anything that's up against the wall is either still alive or was alive recently. We don't like to do a lot of dead food. Hi, Mario. Mario, I already washed my hands.
For what? Nope.
Come on, Mario. Give me a hug. Hold on, y'all. Nope. Mario, you gonna have to give me a hug. Nope. I haven't seen you in like 3 months.
It has been 3 months.
Give me a hug, Mario. Mario, hug. Hi, Mario. I'm hugging Mario. Hi, Mario. I missed you. Mario likes to give me hugs.
I do?
You do. You really do. But, you've been acting new ever since, you got this little girl and stuff. I ain't seen you. Man. And so, she takes up all of my time. We got to talk about that. But anyway.
You recording, I can't say
I know. Don't say a thing. Just walk away and we will text later. You can lay it down. So this is life, in the grocery store. So when you are in the inside out, and also another thing is when you can get frozen vegetables and frozen proteins. They are really good. You don't have to stay away from that kind of stuff. I will get the frozen chicken breast, things of that sort. Frozen vegetables are sometimes more healthy than the can. So they came right out and went into being frozen. So it came from the gardens or whatever, from the fields to being frozen. So that's a good option for you as well. And so it's really like saving you time. Find out ways that you can save time, but not compromise your health. And so the outside aisles of the grocery store. Then also when you're in the grocery store, look to see if you see any reduced items, especially in produce and meats, because they can only keep it there so long. So if it's getting ready to not so much expire, but if it's been there for like 2 days, they will put it on like what they call quick reduce. Like right now at Walmart, their chicken breast most of their chicken breasts are on sale to like $1.50 a pound because they overbought. They got 2 shipments in, and so they're trying to get rid of stuff. So those are things that you can do to help yourself when it comes to stuff like that. So I got these chicken strips right here cooking, and then I have one of my containers I'm going to put it in. And then I have my other container. And so those are just like some quick things. But when we first started eating healthy, that was one of the first things that our doctor told us was about eating on the outside aisles of the grocery store. That was like, really, I think it was the first thing that he said to us. And so that's what we started doing really, really early on, was that. And so it's been something that has stuck with us for a really long time. And so I highly, highly recommend that when it comes to finding ways to eat healthy and to reduce waste, because we also don't believe in wasting food. So I'm going to turn this down actually, because I want to get my peppers ready. So, but yeah, so those are some of the things. And don't when you're buying stuff, like if you're a person that likes like Hamburger Helper, your kids like Hamburger Helper, make it yourself. It's look at what we do is we go in the grocery store or we look online and see what ingredients are in this particular thing, and then we make it ourselves and we play around with it. And so there's not much out there that there's really this big mystery on how to make stuff. Like it's not that deep. You could just make, like, even at fajita, they sell fajita packages, but I could also make it myself. So there's no use in me really buying a fajita package. So those are the type of things that I recommend, is really looking at what you're buying, and making sure that what you're buying is, that it's something that's going to hurt, heal your body and not hurt it. That's the big thing. You want to heal your body and not hurt it. So those are some tips. I hope that is kind of what you were looking for there. And then have fun with your food. That's the other thing. Have fun with your food. Eat stuff that you want to eat. If you're on a diet, it shouldn't be boring. Have fun with it. Like even today, I'm doing these turkey meatballs. That's healthy. It's like, for those of you who try to stay away from red meat, it doesn't mean that you can't have meatballs. Make a turkey burger. All you have to do is season it more. That's the only difference, is season it more. So there's a lot of options out there like that you can do to keep you get some good flavor in your food. And so even with these fajitas, getting some peppers in it, because I like color as well. So you want your food to be colorful whenever I eat. Now, I try to have 3 colors, but sometimes I just have 2. But they also shouldn't be, 3 versions of brown. So you don't want to do that. So it's so much stuff out there now, and so many websites and stuff for recipes, that there really are no excuses anymore. Even when you say, I don't know how to cook, you can take a piece of chicken, throw it in an air fryer, put some seasoning on it, whatever, throw it in the air fryer, and you can be good. Like, you don't have to do much else. So there are some alternatives out there for you. Even if cooking is not if cooking is not the thing that you're really good at, don't let that hold you back from actually being healthy and stuff. Because there are options that you can do, and they are healthy for you. So it's and a lot of it is really having a desire to want to be better. Because there are some times where you're just like, man, this is taking up so much of my time, or whatever. You have to look at what you're investing in. And for me, doing meal prep is me, and I didn't even know I wasn't even on camera. But me doing meal prep is me investing in me. So, I can't help anyone do anything if I'm not willing to invest in myself. So that to me, those are the things that matter. Is investing in myself, investing in other people, and making a decision that you want to be better. That's where so much stuff comes into play, is when you make a decision to be better. You can do it. It's kind of like at church today, we were talking about the man who was sitting by the pool of Bethesda. And, Jesus asked him, do you want to be made whole? And the man replied, he was like, yeah, he said, nobody will put me in the water. And so, I think sometimes with eating healthy, people kind of, give the excuse of, yeah, I want to be healthy, but I don't know how, no one will show me, type thing. And it's not about that. It's really not. It's really about making a decision that, yes, I want to be made whole. I want to be well. I want, my body healed. And then once you make that decision, then you invest in yourself. You do it. And so it's stuff like that that makes the difference when it comes to meal prepping, or it comes to making a lifestyle change. I'm actually going to use, let me see, beans, corn. Yeah, I'm going to use a different one, a different container than those. I'll need a bigger container. So that, to me, that's the beginning. The beginning is making a decision to want to be healthy, and then actively pursuing health, like an active pursuing of it, which means that you are making decisions every time you put food in your mouth. You're making a decision to be healthy, because it does come down to one meal at a time. That really is the life that you're doing. It comes down to one meal at a time. So when I am thinking about, being healthy and eating healthy or whatever, it is really where I'm looking at situations and I'm like, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm worth investing in. I am worth this change that I'm making. And so you guys are worth it as well. So make a decision that you're worth investing in. And then that really does help the process of being healthy. So hope that answered. I'm going to put these peppers and stuff in here. For the peppers and stuff. Oh, y'all know what? Nobody called me out. I have not had water while I've been on here. Y'all let me be reckless. Just reckless. I have to drink water every time I meal prep, and I have not. So, but yeah, so if you guys have, more questions, please ask me, and I'll be happy to answer them. And so, okay, got me some water. So those are gonna go in there. So I have my potatoes. They have been boiling in some chicken stock. Boiling in some chicken stock. And so I am going to, we're not using butter because we're doing dairy-free today. So, with this one, with these potatoes. And so I'm going to use some ghee, which I don't know where my other thing of ghee is, but I did buy some more because I was almost out. So ghee is just a clarified butter. That's all it is. So it's a butter without the dairy. Is what ghee is. So I am going to just put in. So it's that when it gets room temperature, it just clarifies itself. So I'm just gonna pour some ghee in there. I'm gonna put that right there for a second. And then put some garlic in here, and then we're going to do some salt and some pepper. And so I need to put a little bit of oil in my, I'm not going to put any oil there because I put oil in the chicken. So I'm not going to put any oil in here. So I'm going to let these cook, kind of get a little caramelized type thing going on. So to help them out a little bit, I'm going to put the top on those. So I'm going to put the top there. And so while that's cooking, I have these potatoes in here. So I'm just going to toss around. Just going to toss them. And just butter and salt and pepper and garlic. That's some good stuff right there, y'all. That is good stuff. So I'm going to take them. Oh, what do I do with my little bowl? I had a little bowl. Oh, it's in the sink. I have to wash it. And so I'm going to actually put them in here to just be chilling out because I'm getting ready to put my green beans in this pot. I don't want to splash any any butter on me. So I'm going to put that right back over there. And I'm going to take some chicken stock. Got some chicken stock. Some of the clarified butter. So since it's so hot in this kitchen, put a little of that in there. And, oh, wait a minute. I don't know what I used this for last time. So, a little garlic. And then I have my green beans that I'm going to put over there. So, I have to pour the water off of the green beans. I always pour water off the green beans. That's why I have chicken stock in there. And pour that, and then I'm going to get my corn ready. Now, corn is already done. All it does is heat up, okay? Corn is already done. So, I'm going to open my can of corn because I'm going to put a little bit of corn over with the fajitas. Just a little bit of corn, some black beans, peppers. It's going to be great. So I'm going to put this over here. Oh, yes, it did its due diligence. It smells so good. I like it to get a little bit of caramelization on it. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Because that's about done there. So I'm going to take just some of this and put that over here with the chicken. And it's going to make like a little chicken bowl. It's really, really pretty. Getting that all in there. I like to just push it to the side to get more in there because we still got the corn and black beans that's going to be in there with it. Y'all talking about some good stuff. This is some good stuff. Hey, how are you? How are you? So I got some extra left. So I always do this. I always keep a plate of all of the extra that I have because it will be eaten for like dinner or something. So I am going to get this in here because that's the whole. I had some chicken left from earlier, so that's all going together with my little plate. Now, I want to turn this off just a little bit because I need to clean it just a little bit because I don't want to get the, hold on, that goes in there. In the sink. And so I need to get my paper towel going so I can clean it just a little because I am going to toss my black beans so I'm just getting a little bit. That's why I love this thing. See how easy stuff comes out of here? It's just so lovely. So completely lovely. So, okay, so I'm going to turn that back on. And I am going to get my black beans with my corn that I just sat somewhere. Oh, right here. And put that there. And that's what I'm talking. Now I'm just doing a little toss on this. I'm not doing a lot. It's just getting a little bit of flavor in here. I'm going to use a little bit of cumin, a little bit of paprika. I mean, when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. And then a little bit of garlic. And I do mean a little. Like sometimes with garlic, I don't mean a little. I do mean a little for this. So that gets some flavor into even the black beans and stuff. And so I'm just going to mix that together just a little bit. So my tomatoes are doing well over there. They've been on all this time. That's going to be a good soup. Really good soup. I'm getting ready to put the basil and stuff in that, along with some cream cheese. So some cream cheese and some, oh Lord, that's butter. I thought that was cream cheese and that's butter. But I can have, okay, so let me make sure, hold on. You know, let me just stop. Let me get these beans together first because my multitasking could have disastrous results if I can't get my life together. All right, so these, they have come together very nicely. I'm going to push over those peppers and I'm going to put these right there beside this. That's where, this is when I like, this is when I like all those colors. So I'm turning this off. So that goes off. So you see, like I could have made this if I was staying at a hotel, I could have made this because this little skillet has been coming through today. Listen. So we got, there we go. So far we got the peppers, the corn, black beans, and then I'm gonna add a little pico de gallo right there beside it. I actually bought that. I did not make it this time. So I'm gonna get that out. And I buy the ones that's over in the fresh section of the store. So that's where I get this, is over in the fresh section. And so then that creates a whole little fajita bowl. It's so good. I've made this with steak, chicken, turkey, you know, whatever you got. You can actually use ground beef or ground turkey. You know, you can use anything when it comes to stuff like this. So, got that there. And it's a fun way to eat because a lot of people, you know, most people eat with their eyes first and it looks good. So that's the thing with that. So I'm going to show you one of these. So that's what that looks like. So so I have those. So again, fun ways of getting some food in. It's pretty cool when you can have fun with your food and stuff. So I'm going to move these out the way. Got that done. And then, let me just get my hold on, let me put my extra chicken in bags. Let me wash my hands before I seal it. There we go. Put that in the freezer. The next thing I have to make is my, I need to get the turkey meatballs out. So with the turkey meatballs, I need to put those in the container along with the buffalo bites. So let me get that together. So it's a lot of stuff happening in here today, but it's fun. So I'm trying to take more time today and just kind of explain stuff that I sometimes don't take the time to explain. Oh, you know what I forgot for the fajitas was brown rice, but you know what? It's okay without it. It has the beans in there and the corn for a carb, so it's good. It's good. So I'm going to get the turkey meatballs. Get these together. Hold on. Got to find a place for, get my skillet and put it over here on the shelf. Get my turkey meatballs. So turkey meatballs are in here. They look absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to actually put a little bit of brown rice down for the turkey meatballs, because it'll really help catch that sauce as well. So I'm going to put those in here. And so let me get, so that's one. How many turkey meatballs do I need? Do I need two? I need two. Okay. So I'm going to put the rice down and then put the turkey meatballs in here. And so once I do that, I'm going to get some of this sauce and just pour it over it. So very good. Just get some of that and pour it over it. I still have 3 meatballs in here. Jaheen will eat those for dinner tonight. I add a little cheese to them for him. And so that will be his dinner tonight. So have that. I'm going to wash this off. And so my green beans are cooking. I add a little salt and a little pepper. Whoa, that was too much pepper. Hold on. Lord Jesus. Okay. So for one of these, I'm going to put green beans. And the other ones, I'm making some broccoli. And so broccoli will go with the other one. But the first one is going to be green beans. So, got that. Putting that over here to the side. So, me trying to make room over here on my table. Because I got so many items of cooking going on. Let me move the other stuff that I'm going to make and put this over here so I won't forget them. Oh, there's my ghee I was looking for. It was hiding behind some cans. Okay. So my other meatballs will go to the side, down with those. And then my next one is the, remember the chicken bites I made earlier? Listen, so Good. So, chicken bites. I am going to put some hot sauce with those, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit because I just don't want just hot sauce. So this is a healthy way to make a little buffalo sauce dressing type thing here. So I'm going to put the sauce in there. Then I'm going to put a little bit of ghee, just a tad bit of ghee in. And then I'm going to put 2 packages of stevia. Well, I'm going to do 1 package of stevia. So this gets mixed up. Let me clean off my spoon. It is really, really good. It's kind of like a honey buffalo or sweet buffalo sauce. Let me see. I really like the skillet. I need one. Yeah, it's really good. I missed the beginning of this and didn't share where you got the turkey meatballs. Let me see. Or did you? No, I handmade them. I handmade the turkey meatballs. So I'm gonna check this. So good. So good. It's really spicy. And so what I'm gonna do to cut the spice a little bit is add in, let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, I may have to go a different direction. I am never without apple cider vinegar, but it looks like I'm out of apple cider vinegar. Like, who am I? I have no idea who I am right now. Because I don't have apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to do a little bit of a healthy teriyaki in there. Just try to cut the heat a little bit. So let me see. Yeah. All right. So I still got my tomatoes back there stewing. Let me make sure. Yep. Cut the heat a little bit. So I'm going to pour this in one of my containers. And I'll show you what I'm doing. Pour that. And then I am going to, so this is what I did. I put those chicken bites in here. I put the sauce in there, put the top on it, and then we toss. So this is how, that's how that world goes. That is how this happens. Real life. Real life.
I'm back.
I see that you're back. Welcome back. How have you been?
Good.
It's good to see you, I think. All right, so get these buffalo bites. Hold on. Get away from my camera. Get away from my camera. Open your hand. So I'm gonna put those, half of those in one, and then the other half. And do I have another one open, or do I need to open another pack? I think I need to open another pack because I just tossed them in this one. So and then put the other ones in here. So that is it. So that's just how that works with that. It was really easy to make. And so let me see. I'm trying to see what all goes. with the buffalo bites. So with the buffalo bites, we're gonna do potatoes and corn and rice and green beans. All right, so I'm going to get some potatoes in here. And so yeah, got some potatoes. And then the other one gets some rice. Let me see. Yes. Get some rice on the other one. And then we're going to do green beans. Just doing a little bit right there. And then the other one is going to be probably broccoli or corn, or broccoli or corn. So I put those aside. So far I have 2 turkey meatballs done. I got chicken fried rice done, got the buffalo bites done, and I have the chicken fajitas done. So all that stuff is done. So I am going to work on my soup that's going on in the back over there. I'm going to put some half and half, a little half and half in there. Some heavy, and I do less heavy whipping cream, but it's like a dash. Heavy whipping cream. So done with that one. And then basil and then pesto. Let me see. Have my pesto. Where is the basil? What did I do with basil? I have no idea what I did with my basil. Listen, I know I bought some basil. And I cannot find something that I need. I really lost the basil, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I already took it out. See, that's my mind. That is my mind. So, I'm putting some basil and then some basil pesto. So again, this is some tomato soup that I'm making because this week I am doing a different type of fast. I'm doing a more liquid fast. And so everything that I eat will be either a soup or broth or a protein drink, a smoothie, or something like that. And so I'm going to put this basil pesto over there in that. I've never had this before. A friend sent me this as a recipe, so I don't know, we just winging it. So let me see, it told me I needed tomatoes, a water, onion, garlic, butter, cream cheese. Ooh, cream cheese. Cream cheese. How much cream cheese? Does not say. So, and then I'm gonna put this cream cheese over there. Then actually, what I'm going to do is to turn this off and just let the rest of the flavors kind of meld together. So, turning this one off. I got another meatball. Forgot about my meatballs. Remember, I add all my leftover stuff to my plate for later. So I'm gonna add these meatballs onto the plate for later. Listen, we save everything. Nothing goes to waste. Nothing goes to waste. So done with that. So let me see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then my salmon is the only thing that I have to make. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take the salmon out and be letting it get to room temperature. It's been marinating. It's a marinade flavor with some peppers, garlic, onion, stuff like that. And you mix it up in a blender, put it on there. And so I'm gonna put the oven on broil to get ready for that. And then I'm turning off my tomatoes. Oh yes, start. Turning off the tomatoes. And so let me stir all of this up that's going on over here, this tomato mixture. And then I'm going to actually start on my next broth now, which I should have had, because you know what, I think I'm gonna do it in an Instant Pot. Because that one, it would take way too long to get those flavors that I want just with the, yeah, I'm gonna do it in an Instant Pot. So, let me first get the rest of this sauce out of here in the Instant Pot. And so this is that tomato sauce that I had over the meatballs. So, wait a minute. I'm gonna put that over here in the tomato stuff. That works. I'm not wasting that. That just goes over there. Yes, that works. All right, so over here, rinse that out. And I am going to put my stuff for my broth over here. So I'm going to rinse off my carrots. And this is going to be a very rough chop. So it's just a rough chop. I'm putting carrots in here. I'm going to do carrots, celery, onion, garlic. Let me see, garlic. Ooh, 2 went flying away. I don't want those then. If they didn't want me, I don't want them. I'm gonna do one more. And some, and I'm gonna put a little bit of cream of chicken and cream of celery, like a can of each in here. And so I'm gonna get some celery stock. Now make sure when you get celery stock that you really, really clean them, because they can be very, very dirty. Very, very, very dirty. So you want to like actually clean these, like go up and down the celery and clean them. So again, I'm doing rough chops on this stuff. I just want to get it in there. So got that in there, and then I have some onion left over that was chopped, and then I got to get some more. Now that's enough onion. I'm not gonna get any more. And get some garlic. Then I think I'm done with garlic for today. And what else do I need? Do I have everything from over there? Oh, I need some butter. Have butter. And get some butter. And then I'm going to get my cream of stuff to put in here. And so this one is some cream of celery. The other one is cream of chicken. Yeah, I have made a mess today. I mean, when I tell y'all, a hot mess is what's happening. And then I'm gonna pour some broth over it, and I'm gonna let it cook in the Instant Pot. So, gonna put some broth. There's some. And then I think this is my other one. Make sure this is the right one. Yeah. And so then I'm going to put some basil. Is that basil? Yeah, I'm gonna put some basil in there. Some cumin in here. And some Italian seasoning in there. And because I do like spicy, I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce in there. So that is, yeah, so that's what I have for this broth, for this one that I'm gonna make. So that one's here. I'm gonna put this in the Instant Pot, and I'm gonna put it like on 30 minutes. I'm gonna let this really do some stuff, because I need this to be delicious if this is what I'm gonna be eating this week. I need it to be absolutely delicious. So, oh man. All right, so I'm gonna put this over here. Get my cord together. Okay, so I move everything from around it. Okay, so I'm going to do 30 minutes. Oh, wait a minute, 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna do my last one. Okay, so that's ready. And then let me put all, no, I got one more. Then I'm going to do my, ooh, hold on, because I wasted something down here. All right, and so I'm going to do the broccoli one. It's another soup, and I'm gonna do that one. So the broccoli one, onion, garlic. Okay, I can do that. So I'm gonna put that one in this pan. So we're gonna put that one on. So I thought I was done with garlic, but I'm not. So we're going to put some garlic. It calls for onion, so I do need to actually make another onion. Get another onion, not make another onion. To get another onion. And so, and let me say this, because different people do different kind of fasts. Some people do Daniel fast. Some people, even when some people do liquid fast, they just do water and fruit juice and stuff like that only. You do what you do. You do you, okay? You do you, and you do what works for you, and I do what works for me. So what I'm doing this week, not everyone will consider what they call a liquid fast. So this is one that actually when the last time I had surgery, this is the liquid diet that they put me on after surgery to help my stomach heal. So I went back to that one because I know that. Like sometimes you just got to do what you know. So I'm doing what I know. And so, so this one is going to work for me. So got some onion, garlic, got some bone broth here. Then I'm gonna have that going. Onion, garlic, broth. Yep, got that together. And so it's going to be cooking here. Then I need to get the other stuff in. I didn't even use this. I thought I was. So that goes back. I didn't use these. So these go back. I didn't use this. This is butter. All right. So my salmon is still kept to room temperature because I like to, when I'm cooking some stuff, I like to get it to, when I'm cooking meats, I like to get it to room temperature when I'm making it. And so that's just something for me that I like. And so I'm gonna do a little bit more garlic there. That was really a lot more garlic. And okay, so then I'm down with my carrots. Oh, you know what? I can put some. No, I don't need any carrots in that. I'm done with the carrots. I'm going to put those back in the refrigerator. And I need to start getting my life together because I done made a mess around here. Oh, I am going to put the extra cauliflower in there. And the broccoli. So got that. Done with celery. I have to steam this broccoli. Steam that one. Okay, so my tomato one that's chilling back here is looking quite nice. So I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna put it in the blender, and then I have containers for it. So got that stuff. I have a bunch of potatoes left, and I don't know why. I did not do good with my portion sizes on my tomatoes. So let me see what we got going on here with my potatoes. Yep. Green beans. So green beans. That's gonna put some broccoli right there. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I may have to. I may freeze these. I'll see. I may have to freeze those. So this right here is getting ready to start cooking. Get that all together. And I need to see if I have any more open broth before I open another one. I don't have any more open broth, so I'm going to open another one. So that's there. I'm gonna let that cook and chill out. That's gonna do good. Now I'm gonna get the I need to get the salmon ready for the oven. So it's going on a pan on some parchment paper. So I'm gonna get my pan ready for the salmon, and I'll put it on some parchment paper, and then it's gonna broil for about 10 minutes is what it's going to do. Broil for about 10 minutes. I always take off the first part of the parchment paper because it's got that little glue on it. So I take that portion off. So I'm gonna put the parchment paper down. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. And then I'm just gonna slide this salmon. But I don't wanna leave the plate. Leave it! Lord, it wants me to pick it up. I didn't want to pick this up, but I had to. So that's the salmon. Clean my hands. I don't touch the salmon. I didn't want to touch it. Did not want to touch the salmon. Then I am going to spray it just a little bit. Put that on broil. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
Starting now.
Okay, so that's going. So that's the last thing that I'm gonna make with that. So so far I have made turkey meatballs, chicken fried rice, buffalo chicken bites, chicken fajitas. I'm working on some broccoli soup. My tomato soup is done, and then I have just some cream soup in the Instant Pot. So it is really it's really fun. We just kind of figure stuff out as we go. I'm trying to check to see if I missed anything, any questions or anything. What's your favorite place to buy chicken breast that you're cutting up? Walmart or Schnucks, where I get it, or Aldi's as well. Aldi's has really, really good meat. I'm trying to go through my messages, making sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm officially tired. My kitchen's looking a hot mess, and I need to get my kitchen together. So that is what I have made today. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I will be happy to answer any questions for you. I forgot. That's the stuff that's cooking down there. But hopefully, hopefully that was pretty well explanatory. That it made sense to you. I am, just at this point for me, and it's part of the problem that I run into when people ask questions about like recipes and stuff. A lot of stuff we just make up. We make stuff up as we go, and we just kind of figure life out from there. It's not a lot of recipes or anything. We just cook what we like, and we play with flavors. And so that's the one thing that I would say to most people. Like if you know how to cook, just experiment. Again, your cooking does not have to be boring at all. It's about what flavors do you want. If you really want some fried food, get an air fryer. If you can't get an air fryer, you can like batter some stuff in like almond flour, flaxseed, coconut flour, whatever. Spray it with some ham and put it in the oven on some parchment paper, and that stuff will get crispy for you. We have to, for me, I feel like I had to stop letting certain flavors and certain types of foods dictate my health. It's like, yes, at first I did miss fried foods, but did I miss it to the point that that I was willing to compromise my health? No, not at all. So, you have to make priorities with your stuff and decide what's important to you. Is it important to live, without a bunch of medications, or is it important that you have that bread or that fried chicken all the time? And even for people who say I have to have my carbs, number one, you don't have to have anything. So let's get that part. You don't have to have it. But your bread and stuff, it's not so much. If you're not ready to just cut some bread out, do it in moderation. I mean, you don't have to like take all your food and stop eating stuff you love. Just stop eating it as much. That's the thing. Stop eating it as much, and that makes a huge difference when it comes to your health. Is just doing things in moderation. Look at the nutritional label on your food, and see what the nutritional label says. How much is a serving? Is it a half cup or is it a cup? Is it 3/4 cup? So those are things that you have to look at when you are wanting to make some changes in your health. Is paying attention to that kind of stuff. So when people tell me, like, hey, I just can't do it, I correct them. I say, no, it's not that you can't do it. You won't do it. That's a completely different situation. Can't and won't, completely different. So some people just made up their mind that they will not live without certain foods. And if that's what you've made up your mind to do, then go for it. That's on you. You make your decisions, I make mine. So it's not like it's the end of the world, but you do have to become accountable for what you do have. Like, that's really important, is being accountable for what you're eating and what you're not eating. Those are the things that make a difference. So for me, it's about living. It's about life. It's about enjoying life. It's about staying active. I have a ministry. I want to be. I don't want to be like laid up somewhere trying to preach and too big to walk. And somebody has to put me in a chair. I don't want that for my life. So there are decisions that I've made for myself to keep me healthier. So that's my advice to you guys. I hope that makes sense. And as I'm kind of wrapping up and cleaning up my kitchen, let me know if you have questions or whatever. I'm gonna put my broth and my soup in these. Let me know if you have questions and stuff. So I will be happy to answer them. I'm not a chef. I'm not a proprietor. I'm not a business. I'm a person who enjoys helping other people live better. And so I have some friends that say, hey, you know, I buy the groceries, you cook them. And I do that, you know, and so it's like, it's something fun. And I know that different people have different schedules in life, and, you know, they're more busy than I am. And so I don't mind helping people out and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of like when somebody has a baby and you're like, ooh, let me come over and hold the baby while you sleep. It's, you know, it's the same thing. It's helping people where they need help. So that's the life that I live. That's fun, but make sure that whatever you're eating, if all you can do is change portion sizes, then do that. If that's your thing. If you say, I can't really focus on eating completely healthy, that's fine. But then watch the portion sizes of what you are eating, because that will make a huge difference just by doing portion sizes. When we first started changing how we ate, the first thing we did was start looking at portion sizes. And that was, I mean, we lost weight like that too. I mean, I was losing weight, but I still had so much inflammation in my body. So that was the difference that eating healthier made for me, is I had less inflammation in my body. And so those are things that I really, I've learned about inflammation. I've learned about what foods cause inflammation. And so now that I know better, I do better. And so it's just things like that that I've changed, and they made a great difference for me. But not everybody's willing. Not ready. So, you know, my mom always has this saying that she'll say, are you able and willing? Are you able and unwilling? You know, like, which one is it? What combination is it that you are? And so there's some things that I had to get to that place of being willing, because for a while I was not willing, because it was, you know, it was difficult in the beginning, especially, you know, being a person who grew up in the South, and, you know, I'm used to fried chicken and mashed potatoes and all that kind of stuff. So at first, you know, it was difficult to think like, oh, I can't eat this stuff anymore. But then when I started thinking about the long-term health effects of stuff, it helped me make some real quick decisions, because I wasn't trying to be in a wheelchair and, you know, not be mobile and all that. So different people have different things that will make you get yourself together. But now I'm getting ready to actually, get my tomato soup in the blender. So that's why I'm cleaning off this space over here, so I can get this in the blender. Let me unplug all this other stuff. So I am going to, oh, hold on, my salmon's done. Alexa, stop. So my salmon is now done. Ooh, look at it. Look at the salmon. Yeah, how about I forgot it was in there? I'm so happy I set that timer with Alexa, because surely I forgot it was in there. So I'm gonna let that sit, and I'm gonna put this tomato soup in my blender. And so get this going. How may I help you? got enough of that in there. So now I'm going to actually scoop out the rest, because when it starts getting splashing too much with those tomatoes, I got to come up with another plan. All right, so put that in there. So this is my keto-friendly tomato soup. Turn that on, and then we're going to do. Wait a minute. I don't know if my little thing is in there. I think I just put all that stuff in there without my doggone thing. Lord Jesus, Jaheem, where is the thing? The thing, that little blade that goes on in the blender.
Is it in it?
It's not in it. I know it's not in it. That's why I'm asking you where it is. Where would you have put it if you cleaned up the kitchen? Where would you have put it?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to put it back in there when it's done. It doesn't go anywhere else. So where is the blender? Oh my goodness. Where is the stuff, Lord?
This?
Is this the new one? I don't know. Okay. This is my fault for not paying attention to this before I did. I don't know. It's supposed to, whenever you wash this, always put it right back in here, because we have too many blenders with various compartments to them. Okay, now I got to figure out which one is which. Hopefully it's this one. Get off my camera. Get off my camera. You already done messed me up for today.
That
so
is
I'm
the
not
right
happy.
one. Can I shove in my desk?
No,
Okay.
no. Now, what is off? Now, what is off? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Nope. There we go. And make sure this is the right one. All right, now we're back. Whoa. Now we're back again to try this. Because someone, oh crap, nope. This is why I hate when I have stuff that ain't where it's supposed to be. I always have to compromise. All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to get you some peanut butter.
No, you don't need peanut butter. What have you eaten today so far?
Nothing.
Okay, so you need real food.
Can't eat real foods right now.
Why can't you eat real food right now? I will get you some real food. Go in the other room. Go away, and then I will call you back. And we'll get you some real food that real people eat. Okay. So let me put this in here. Wash this again. Oh, Lord, clean this off where I have spilled. Whew, Lord Jesus. Okay. All right, that is that. So while I'm thinking about it, let me get Jaheem some food. So I have some chicken left from my chicken fajitas. and the turkey meatballs. And I'm gonna put that there. Then I have some broccoli. Let me get some of the water off of the broccoli. So first, where is my cheese? I'm gonna put some cheese on the meatballs. Put a little broccoli. Okay. And then put a little cheese on the broccoli. And so that will be for him. So I'll put that in there. So then I got for my broccoli mixture, put some of that, a little cream cheese, and then hold on. Oh, here it is. And so we're going to turn this off. So that's the broccoli cheese mixture there. I'm gonna let that sit over there for a minute. Then I'll get this out. And so this will go into my cups. That's 1 cup. Two cup, and then what I do with 3 cup. Oh, here it is. 3 cups. I'm trying to get these even. Oh, the one thing that I forgot to put in here was stevia. It calls for stevia, and I forgot that. So I'm just gonna, I don't even know how much it calls for, so I'm just gonna put 2 packages in each one, because I can't even remember how much it calls for. So that's my tomato soup mixture that we got going on. And then I'm going to get this broccoli one over here. I'm going to put these to the side. And then do the broccoli one. You know, I don't think I have enough cups that I purchased. Now that I'm thinking about this. Oh well, it'll be alright. So let me rinse that out. Okay. Rinse this one. And then rinse this. Jaheen! Jaheen! Okay, got that. Now, I'm going to get the broccoli And Jaheen, come here.
Thank you.
There you go. There's food. Okay. So let me get this and put it in the blender. Ooh, almost wasted that on me. That would have been dangerous. Put this in the blender. And so then I can just pour the rest of it because it's not splashing on me. All right, so then I'm going to put that in there, power. Now, that one is thinner than the other one, and you can do a couple things if you want it to be thicker. I have somewhere, yes, I have these things called, it's called like fiber or something, and it is, I can't even pronounce it, I don't even know the word. It's like some kind of husk, but it's just a fiber. But they use it for thickening things up, and I use these to thicken food or whatever. And so what I found is if you buy the same exact thing in the just it by itself, it's so much more expensive. But if you buy it in the capsules, it's not. So I just buy the capsules and I put some in there, and it's just a thickener. And then it also gives me some fiber as well. So you have to be careful. If you've never done this before, don't open them over the thing because you can get the plastic. You can make mistake and get plastic inside the food. So I've done this a number of times. So it kind of, there's a process to it. So this is just, again, it's just, I forgot, it's like psyllium or something like that. If you just type in fiber and type in fiber husk, H-U-S-K, you will find it. You will find it. All right. So I am going to put this back, turn it on. So then I'm done. So we're done there. My little thing came off a little bit. It's probably the wrong one. Probably what happened. It's the wrong one. Whatever. All right. So I'm going to put this in here. And let me get my tops. Let me clean this. Oh, there goes my other one over there. I knew there was another one somewhere. And I'm going to, hold on, let me try to gauge correctly. Yep. There we go. Done. So, gonna set these to the side. And then all I have left is the one that's over there. So we're good with that stuff. Everything's done over there. So I am basically finished. I have to put this salmon and rice and broccoli in something. And I need to get this broccoli out of here. And it needs just a little bit of butter, just a little, and then some, then just a little bit of salt, not much, and I just mix that up. That's all that is. So mix that up. So once I get done cleaning the kitchen and everything, I'll take a picture of everything that I've made so you can see it. So you can see what we have been doing today. We've been busy. We have been busy today. It's been a lot going on around these parts today. So I am, so anyway, it's been fun. This has probably been the longest meal prep I have ever done because I'm doing different stuff and it takes a long time for broths and stuff. So I am done. You guys have a great rest of your day. I am out of here, and don't forget, look at this. Y'all see my thing, Risk Living with Rita Pryor. I'm just so tickled about it. It's just amazing. But anyway, God bless. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. If you're fasting and this is your last week of fasting, may the blessings of the Lord make us that rich and keep hunger away in Jesus' name. God bless y'all.